What if I told you Mortdog and the pros and even your favorite streamers have lied to you? What if I told you there was a conspiracy to keep all of us noobs in low elo? What if I told you? Well, no, I guess that's not actually true, but you have been lied to. Technically, because a lie by omission is still considered a lie. See, back in Kiel Coliseum, I went from Emerald MMR to Masters 100 LP, playing with other Masters at a 55% win rate. I was basically GM. And here's the thing though, I didn't do anything special. I played the exact same way I did when I was hashtag Emerald, hashtag D4 0LP. So the question is, what did I do differently? And how can I help you get to Masters 2 in Lore and Legends? Well, I finally learned how to scout and pivot. And not the way streamers and devs tell you to pivot, but the way they actually pivot. The way pros pivot, and the way you are supposed to pivot. In TFT, you either get a tailored augment, which basically gives you a comp to play, or you don't. Think back to set 15. You could play Cog with Dawncore or Ash with Flickerblade if you got it through Possible Forge. Or you could go past 9 and play tier 5s with any econ augment. If you don't get a tailored augment, then you have to play whatever broken comps or units are in the meta. Sounds like standard TFT, right? Hahaha, yeah, no. Say you had a list of comps that look like this as a current meta. So you scout on 2-1 just to see two dudes with Malzahar and heavyweight boards, right? Then it's like, alright, guess I'm going past 9. But another dude has an econ augment. Another dude has a Battle Academia board, and the last dude already has QSS and Nashes completed, so you know he's playing Akali even if it's A-way contested. Just like that, the 4 strongest comps you can find are all taken. In the theory we've been fed, you're supposed to contest whatever broken comp you can, because if you play a weaker comp here, you should go bot 4. But that's in theory. See, what happens in reality is there's usually 2 or 3 people trying to force the strongest comps in every lobby. They contest each other, no one hits their units, and even if they do, they can't start them up. Think about all the times you 3-wayed Malzahar reroll. Now imagine you pivoted into any other comp, even one that got nerfed recently. For example, we all played Mentors, right, with Janna and Kobuko. Although Janna and Kobuko 3 both lose to Malzahar 3, the thing is, there won't be a Malzahar 3 because it's like 3-way contested. It will be stage 5, and all the people forcing Malzahar will be carrying a Malzahar 2, while you have a board filled with 3 stars in tier 4s and tier 5s. And just like that, you may have low-rolled your augments, you didn't hit an artifact, you didn't hit an econ augment to go past 9 with, and the strongest comps in the meta were all contested. But you still get top 4 by playing a mediocre comp, and that right there is the secret no high-elo player or dev has ever told you. To sum it up, you aren't supposed to play the strongest comps. You are supposed to play the strongest uncontested comps. So you make a list of about 5 to 6 comps, then work your way down until you are playing the comp where your damage carries and main tanks aren't contested, then you play to cap out. So this strat got an Emerald noob, this guy, to Masters with a 55% win rate. If the set hadn't ended, I'd be Grandmaster. Heck, maybe I'd be Challenger. Now you could argue they simply don't know. But really, do they really not know? Could the very makers of this game not know such a simple yet vital skill necessary to play their game? And what of the pros and streamers? After years of playing the game at the highest level, how could they have not figured this out? Or maybe it truly is a conspiracy designed to keep us hooked to the game, perpetually stuck in a state of trying to gain LP but failing, so Riot Games and their partners can keep raking in that sweet chibi money. I suppose we'll never know. Or maybe people have lives and can't spend all of their time learning how to play TFT. They default to playing a couple of comps they happen to like. There are a lot of comps every set, I suppose. And don't even get me started on the patches. I still get nightmares where I figure out a patch only for Riot to release an A patch a couple of days after.